A childhood of dread, wishing daily I was dead. My mother died, aged 21. My father broken and alone. 3 babies left unprotected, all alone and rejected. Aunties and uncles playing touchy-feely, adults doing to you all quite freely. A stepmother full of hate and violence. Abuse was our fate in silence. Going to church on Sundays, being bashed on Mondays. Statues of Jesus and Mary, it all seemed quite contrary. This went on till I was 16, ripe to be a rebellious teen. One day my stepmother smacked me in the head and I grabbed her by the throat and pushed her back, and murder crossed my mind. I saw the fear in her eyes. For a moment I felt powerful, but I freaked out and ran, and I've never been home since. Ran from home into the night, never looked back as I took flight. I ran and ran, I was free, made friends with teens just like me. A girlfriend's father raped me one night, found not guilty. My spirit crushed, I reached a new height of hate. Hated my father, my dead mother, my stepmother. I hated authority in the society. I hated Jesus, I hated God, and I hated myself. Trying to forget my past for me was getting high on booze, marijuana, and LSD. Didn't trust my girlfriends, surrounded myself with men friends, joined a gang and bang, dealing drugs and spreading the news. Pick your poison, come, you choose. Armed robberies and crime, it all became sublime. This kind of life takes its toll. Everything spiraled out of control. In and out of women's refuge, burdens heavy, problems huge. I needed to change my life of crime, drugs and strife. The word got around. A new preacher was in town. We heard he was really spunky. The word he preached was chunky. 4 of us stoned and looking pretty went off to see this church Lake City. Maisie Place was much ado, greeted by a smiling waru. We walked in quite cheeky, but it turned out quite freaky. Brian and Hannah laid hands and began to pray. We gave our hearts to Jesus that day. But my time was just for a season. After 3 years, backslid for no reason. Personality clashes, I let it get to me. The old man, my pride, still hated authority. Went back into the wilderness that day. It's your fault, God, I'm gonna do it my way. The old saying, I got God and I don't need church. I can tell you now, it's a huge lie. You need church. You are the church, the bride of Christ. You need church. I had some successes, but ended up in prison. On the booze and drugs, I made a bad decision. Sent to Christchurch Women's Maximum Security. We were visited by Joyce Meyer Ministry. They gave me a book on anger and strife. I found answers that made sense of my life. When I came back home, I carried the shame. 8 months on a bracelet, I had no one to blame. My heart was broken when my moko died. I watched my son being demonized. Condemnation took a hold of me. Depression so dark I couldn't see. God spoke to me over the years in small whispers through my tears. During that time, I read His Word, started to think about what I'd heard. The walls came down, and like in Jericho, the fight in me had finally let go. God said, "Let me be your father and follow me. I want you to go back to destiny." And here I am, 2 years on, blessed, happy, and Jesus strong.